It started as a harmless curiosity. I was an intern at a prestigious law firm in the city, where the scent of ambition hung in the air like expensive cologne. The partners were gods in tailored suits, and the rest of us were mere mortals hoping for a taste of their power. One evening, while working late, I stumbled upon an open file on my boss's desk. It was a high-profile case, one that had the media buzzing and the public captivated. The defendant was a billionaire tech mogul accused of embezzlement on an unprecedented scale. The evidence against him was damning, but something in that file caught my eye. A small, handwritten note attached to the inside cover. Primary evidence missing. Do not disclose. My heart raced. Primary evidence missing? This was explosive. I knew I shouldn't have, but I snapped a quick photo of the note with my phone, the adrenaline surging through me like a drug. I told myself it was just for my own curiosity, to understand the inner workings of such a high-stakes case. But deep down, I knew I was stepping over a line. The next day, I couldn't concentrate. The note played on repeat in my mind. What was the missing evidence? Why was it being kept secret? I needed answers. After hours of meticulous searching, I found another mention of the missing evidence in the firm's digital archives. It was an internal email chain, heavily redacted but clear enough to reveal that the missing piece was a financial ledger. This ledger would either exonerate the defendant or seal his fate, and it was nowhere to be found. That night, I decided to dig deeper. I knew the risk. I could lose my internship, my career, my future, but the thrill was too intoxicating. I hacked into the firm's secure server, something I had learned from a dubious college friend. It wasn't hard. The firm's cybersecurity was laughably outdated. Within minutes, I had full access to their confidential files. The ledger was there, buried deep within an encrypted folder. I downloaded it and began to read. What I found was shocking. The ledger detailed not only the defendant's financial transactions, but also implicated several powerful figures in an elaborate scheme of corruption and fraud. This was a scandal that could shake the very foundations of the corporate world. With this knowledge, I faced a choice: hand over the evidence to the authorities or use it for my own gain. The latter was unthinkable, or was it? The power to control the fate of such influential people was seductive. I sat on the information for days, the ethical dilemma gnawing at my conscience. Then an idea struck me. What if I anonymously leaked the ledger to the press? It would be the right thing to do, exposing corruption and seeking justice. But I could also ensure my name remained out of it, protecting myself from any fallout. The night I sent the email to the largest news outlet in the city, my hands were trembling. I attached the ledger with a brief explanation and hit send. There was no going back now. The story broke the next morning. Headlines screamed about the scandal, the missing evidence, and the impending legal and financial chaos. The firm's partners were in an uproar, scrambling to contain the damage. I watched the drama unfold with a mixture of fear and exhilaration. I had done the right thing, hadn't I? A week later, the police showed up at the office. They had traced the leak back to the firm's server and, ultimately, to me. I was arrested, charged with hacking and unauthorized disclosure of confidential information. My career was in ruins. As I sat in the interrogation room, I wondered if it had all been worth it. I had exposed a massive scandal, but at what cost? My reputation, my future, all up in flames. The suspense was gone, replaced by the cold reality of my actions. The trial was swift. I was convicted and sentenced to a few years in prison. From behind bars, I watched as the world moved on, the scandal I had uncovered gradually fading from public memory. The powerful figures implicated in the ledger faced their own trials, some falling from grace, others somehow wriggling free from justice's grip. And me? I had learned a harsh lesson about ethics, power, and the dangerous allure of secrets. The thrill of the chase had cost me everything, leaving me with nothing but regret and a haunting question: was it really worth it?